Hello, dear empath, highly sensitive person. Welcome to another coaching video. Here with me, I'm Lightworker Laura. I'm an Earth Angel Starseed hybrid, a psychic medium, a solution-based, focused therapist and coach. I'm a writer, I'm a speaker, motivational speaker, and I'm here to guide you forward as always, to help you with all of my expertise and knowledge with love and light. As always, I'm a narcissistic abuse survivor like you are. If you are following me in my walk, you're likely a survivor, or maybe you're dealing with a narcissist currently, or well, whatever your situation is, you're welcome to following me in my walk, being my client and follower. And so today's topic is the video that I was going to do just a while ago. I was saying in my last coaching video that I would be doing this video pretty soon. So here it goes. So this is regarding inner child healing. So the topic is signs that you need to be healing your inner child. So the number one sign is pain within. Naturally, especially as a sensitive being, especially if you have gone through emotional abuse, maybe even physical abuse in your life, it is not easy to deal with. And it can raise up a lot of emotions, thoughts, and feelings within you. And you know, of course, it's your job to deal with them. Nobody else can do that for you. So you can talk about them, and you should talk about them to somebody who you can trust. You can write about them, which is also good if you do journaling. I always recommend journaling. I do it myself as well. I like to talk about my feelings. I like to write them out. I like to exercise them out, which are healthy ways to cope, and which I always recommend to my clients and followers as well. But the things that are the root symptoms that we want to be focusing on, that we want to be acknowledging, when we notice that our inner child is calling for us, it is calling within us to heal it, him or her. So I have my notes here at the same time, because I always write everything down. Like I've said in my videos, if you've been following my work, I do writing every single day. I'm a writer soul, and I write about my experiences, my thoughts, my downloads, everything, so that I can help you. So first I have here is codependency, because I think this is the number one symptom when it comes to your inner child calling for your help, calling for your love. They want to speak up. And if you're not hearing them out, if you're not paying attention to the feelings, emotions, and thoughts within yourself, within your body, within your mind, if you're not paying attention to these things, they will just follow you. They won't go away. So they're like lessons from the universe. If you have heard the saying that the universe always sends us the same lessons until we learn, and until we can just really let go and release, and learn from that experience. That's why it is a lesson. So codependency is a big symptom, a big sign that your inner child really needs your attention. He or she needs your love, your care. They have something to say. Most of all, if you have had mother or father issues, if your parent was a narcissist, like what happened to me, as my mother is a narcissist, codependency is created because you have needs. You were a child, you were a sensitive child, and you had needs and, you know, normal feelings and, you know, everything, because you are that whole package of a person. So naturally, you should be heard and respected and loved, accepted, valued, listened to, you know, you should receive all of that true love from your parent. And, you know, if you didn't, this codependency is within you. It is within your inner child. And you need to pay attention to it. You need to heal it. And this is not necessarily a very quick thing. It can be, but not necessarily. But as I always say, please be merciful on yourself. Be compassionate towards yourself. Do not abandon yourself, because likely you have been abandoning yourself until now. And maybe you're watching this video so that you can wake up and not abandon yourself anymore, because your feelings and emotions and thoughts and everything that you are, everything that you went through in your life, it all matters. And that is why you're here now. You're still breathing. You're still alive. You're watching this video. You're hearing my voice. And it is all meant to be like it is. And so if you notice these codependency issues within yourself, you know, signs that you feel like you need to control others, signs that you feel like you need to control life, that you are insecure, that you're walking on eggshells with others, you are constantly afraid, you're feeling very, very, very insecure deep down, and you feel like you are never enough and you need to chase people, that you need to force people to respect you, to love you, to be with you. You know, if you know this, if you know these things already, I'm just, you know, of course I'm saying if you don't know what codependency is about, but really it's about, you know, trying to control people so that they would love you and accept you the way you are. And being too dependent on others, and maybe afraid to be alone. Okay, then I have tantrums. That you want everything to go your way. Well, this is a very typical trait in a narcissist. Well, a narcissist is usually codependent as well. They cannot be alone very much. They always need a supply. And they are always seeking validation from others because they are so insecure deep down. And like I've said in my videos, they really do need that inner child healing. But they don't do it. They don't acknowledge it. Because, you know, if they did, they would heal and change and evolve and grow and learn like you are doing. Because you would not be watching this video if you did not want to do that. So, yeah, tantrums, a very, very, very typical narcissistic behavioral pattern, like codependency as well. Wanting to have things go their way, wanting to control everything, wanting to feel like they are the king or the queen and just ruling everyone. And, you know, getting angry if they don't have what they want. If you don't give them what they want, they will become angry and throw childish tantrums like a 5-year-old. So if you acknowledge any kinds of these feelings, you know, you want to control things, you feel codependent, you want to feel like or you feel like you are wanting to throw tantrums. You want to feel like you're not. You want to feel balanced, but you have this anger within you that you are getting triggered. That is a big red flag that you really need to pay attention to your inner child. You want to do that inner work, that inner healing. You don't have boundaries is my third sentence here. You don't know how to set healthy boundaries with others or with yourself. You don't just have them in place, because in life we need boundaries. We need boundaries with ourselves. We need boundaries with others everywhere, with our children, with our spouses, partners, boyfriends, girlfriends, at workplaces, everywhere, online especially, because we can be bombed by people who want to interfere with our inner peace. They want to be mean to us. They want to throw those tantrums and attack us, or like you get Facebook friend requests or spam comments online or well, you know what I mean. You need to have boundaries. You need to set your boundaries. You need to know this is okay for me and this is not okay for me. And if somebody crosses my boundary, this is the consequence. So I block them, I delete them, I cut them out of my life. And it is simple, yes, but it can be hard to really take action on it. It can be so hard, especially when you are a very sensitive being and you're kind and you're nice and you just want to please everyone. You just want to make everybody happy. But, you have to remember that you have to put yourself first. You have to make yourself happy. But yeah, so boundaries. Also a big factor in healing your inner child, because as you do that boundary work, you will also be growing, you will be evolving, you will be healing as a person, and you will be becoming that amazing person that you are supposed to be, that amazing healer in this world. You are a light in this world, my friend. So never forget that, okay? So how can you shine your light? How can you be an example for others if you are struggling within? If you need this healing within, you need to do that healing work first, like I always say, if you've been watching my videos. Okay, next one is you are a people pleaser. So once again, we have the people pleasing topic. I just wanted to mention it here separately, even though it has to do with being codependent, but I wanted to just acknowledge it here separately because I think that it is such a big thing. Because if you always try to please others, you will abandon yourself and your needs and your feelings, your emotions, your opinions, your rights, everything. And I've gone through this in my life. So I have learned, I always say, usually in my videos, that I have learned everything the hard way in my life. I really have. And I have come a long way on my own, because now I'm 40 years old, I'm a mom, and I'm here doing my light work and my coaching and, just helping you out. So you have that big purpose as well. This is my big purpose, and you have your big purpose. And how can you feel that if you are a people pleaser? If you don't have your boundaries in place? So, setting those boundaries, working on them is also a big factor in healing the pleasing. You're not pleasing anyone anymore because you will have your boundaries. You will know your worth. You have your self-worth, your self-concept in place. You have set those boundaries. You are clear that this is what I want, this is what I don't want. I don't want toxic people into my life anymore. I don't have to put up with that, for example. And so you will stop pleasing others as you do that work. And that is what your inner child also wants. And they need that. Okay, next one. You are not in tune with yourself. So you are not in touch with your higher self, with your soul, with the amazing being, the amazing person that you are. You have lost touch with that amazing person. Who you were as a child, who you were as a baby when you were first born into this world. You are not touch with that person, with that child, with that girl or with that boy. And they need your attention, like I said. They need your love. They need your affection. They need you to pay attention to them, to be that parent that you needed while you were growing up. Okay? And when you really just, do this work, you pay attention to them, you listen to them, you do meditations, for example, with your inner child, you will notice a difference. You will really start to notice a difference in your mind, in your body, in your whole essence. Your entire life will start to heal and change for the better. I promise you that. And let's move on. So I have mentioned here that you were raised by narcissists, aka immature parents. So if you have had a narcissistic parent, that means that you have had an immature parent. They are not mature. A narcissist is never a mature person. Like I've said in my videos, they need that inner child healing. They need to stop those tantrums. They need to stop that codependency. But they are not doing that healing work. They are not doing that acknowledging and paying attention to these things. They deny everything because they are just too hurt within. But you, my friend, you want to be learning, you want to be growing and evolving like I have been doing on myself in order to be thriving and moving on and, really living my life and not staying stuck with those feelings, those low vibe, things and happenings and memories and those, all those painful memories, painful thoughts, painful emotions. And so, if you were raised by narcissistic parents, you can just tell yourself that, okay, this happened, they were immature. That you can talk to your inner child. I'm sorry that you went through this. You were always enough. No matter what happened, no matter what you did, what you felt, you were always enough. Tell yourself that every single day. That even though you make mistakes, everyone makes mistakes. It is natural. We are human beings. We have to learn to forgive ourselves, to let go of that pain that we cannot carry within us. Our inner child cannot carry that pain. So remember this, acknowledge this, that they were immature and your job is now to just heal your inner child. Let them know that they are loved and they are enough. No matter what happened, no matter what has happened lately in your life, you are always enough. You're always loved. And then the next one, you have childhood trauma within. So naturally, Your inner child is very wounded. You have childhood trauma if these things have been happening to you. So this is all just a cycle, you know, that happened in your life. It happened to you. But it is not a life sentence. And, you know, even though you might still struggle with this childhood trauma, as you just heal your inner child, you will be healing from all of that trauma at the same time. You are not taking responsibility or accountability of your own life. So if you feel like other people are always responsible for everything, you're blaming everyone else, you're not really taking responsibility and accountability as an adult that you are now of your own life. So naturally, if you face your inner child, you heal your inner child. Every single day you do the healing work. You do affirmations, mantras, meditation, the spiritual healing work, Reiki, for example, yoga. You do it all. You will really start to notice a difference. Because you will be healing your inner world, your inner child. And then you will get a lot stronger. And then you are also taking responsibility. You are taking accountability of your own well-being, your self-care practices, routines, loving yourself. You're learning how to love yourself. You're learning how to take care of yourself. You are taking responsibility and accountability of your own life in that same process. So it all is a big process. Like I always say, everything is connected. Everything is energy. Everything has a frequency. And your choices matter. What you do every single day, what we always do, what everyone does in our daily lives, it always affects something. And we are creating these ripple effects of energy. We're sending out energy always with our thoughts and emotions and actions and everything. And so it is your choice what you want to feed. Do you want to feed your healing? Do you want to feed your self-care, your self-love? Do you want to learn how to love yourself? Do you want to learn how to really take responsibility and accountability of your own life? A narcissistic person is never ever doing that, naturally. They are always blaming others. Everything is always somebody else's fault. And they are just not to blame for anything. So they never do that. But you can do that. And I'm sure that you have been doing that. And so it is always about a choice and action. But yeah, so if you are not doing these things, they are also big signs that your inner child needs to be healed. Okay, you don't accept healing or help, or you are asking for too much. So if you are asking for too much help, for example, from others, you're trying to depend on others too much, you are asking others to heal you, and you don't really accept the healing process, you don't really understand the healing process as it is inner work. And you know, you want to heal, you have this wish, this desire within that you want to change your life from suffering to thriving. But you're not sure what to do about it, and your brain is just too traumatized that you would be really able to accept the help when somebody's trying to help you. This is what I've just seen in so many of my clients, that they want my help, but they sort of like refuse to take it. And you know, it is about just because their inner child needs so much healing. They have this big wound within themselves and they want to be healed, of course, but they just don't have that ability, in a sense. They just don't see the big picture. And it is just how it is that it is a person's own job to start opening up. If somebody is trying to help you, you need to be able to accept that help. If you are blocked, if your brain is too traumatized, if you're blocked in any way, energetically, you will not be able to accept that. So if somebody is trying to love you and you want to open up to someone and you just want to heal from all of this trauma, and maybe you come to me and you try to get my help, but you still wonder why nothing is working out. It is because you are just too blocked. And then you need to do that opening work. And it has a lot to do with healing your inner child, because there is the root cause. Your inner child is the root person within yourself, where it all began when you were a child. And as years have passed and you are an adult now, so naturally there is just too much pain within yourself if you have not been doing this work. So this is also a big sign why you should pay attention to your inner child, why you should talk to them daily, for example, so that you can start to open up, so that you can attract true love. You can accept others to help you and love you and not push them away. Okay? And this is a big thing, because I have really seen it so many of my clients, so many of them. So you have to understand that you cannot ask for too much from others, because then others will think that you are needy and they won't respect you, like if you're chasing others and etc. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be a smart adult, loving yourself, respecting yourself, valuing yourself, understanding yourself, owning your own life purpose, owning who you are. And that is the energy where you want to come from. But first you need to be doing this work. Okay, then I have you blame others, you lash out, you attack people. Well, this is pretty much the similar thing that I was talking about with the tantrums. But as an empath HSP, I don't think that you might be necessarily throwing those tantrums, but you can still be blaming others. You can be lashing out. You can be pissed at times or attacking people in some way. But this is also a big sign that you need support and help and love. You want respect from others. And your inner child is talking. If you recognize these symptoms within yourself, in your behavior, it means that your inner child needs your love. Once again, it needs your respect, it needs your validation, it needs all of your love and support. It needs your parenting. Okay? Because we're not supposed to be blaming others. We're not supposed to be lashing out on other people. We are not supposed to be attacking other people. Especially as empaths, HSPs, we are kind healers. We are here to be helping the world heal, to help others heal, and to be thriving ourselves too. As I always say, if you've been following my work. And, how can you be that light in this world if you're blaming others, if you have this negative energy within you, that you're lashing out, you're attacking people? You push people away. You don't trust people. It is natural that it happens when you have been hurt and traumatized. But this is what you have to understand. You have to forgive yourself. You have to tell yourself once again that, okay, this is what happened. This is how it was. I don't care. I release this. I take a deep breath, for example, and I release this negative energy. I pay attention to my inner child. I want to hear what they have to say, because this is a sign that I need to heal my inner child. Once again, I need to hear them out, because they are angry, because they did not receive that love and respect and that caretaking and everything. They did not receive any of that. But you can give it to yourself, and it is your job alone. Of course, healthy relationships heal. True love heals. Of course. But ultimately, it is your inner work that really does the healing. It is up to you, your mindset. Remember that everything is happening through you, not to you. The universe is not against us. It is on our side. God is on our side. God is within us all. We are powerful creators. And we need to do the healing within. Nobody can do that for us. It is our duty to be shining our light, to be doing the healing work. Okay, then I have final notes. You don't know yourself, you don't love yourself, you don't value yourself. Well, this is what I mentioned earlier. That you are lacking the self-love, you are lacking self-respect, you are seeking validation from others, you are seeking attention from others. You don't trust yourself. You don't have that base built up within yourself. Your inner child needs to have that base. You owe it to yourself to be building up that base so that you can thrive, so that you can shine your light, so that you can be happy, living life to the fullest. Being healthy, loving yourself, respecting yourself, validating yourself, not seeking attention, love, respect, and validation from others. You don't know your needs or how to take care of yourself. You are too hard on yourself. Your self-talk is negative. So these are my final notes here. So you don't really know yourself, and you don't know how to take care of yourself. But like I've been saying in my videos earlier and today, just now, as you do the work, as you pay attention to, you listen to your body, you really invest in yourself. You invest in your self-care routines every single day. You do the spiritual work, the affirmations, mantras, meditations, and yoga, like what I'm doing. You will really start to notice the difference. So forgive yourself for not knowing any better. But these are also big signs that your inner child needs healing. If you don't know what your needs are, you don't know yourself, you don't know how to take care of yourself. Or you are too hard on yourself. That is also a very natural thing, especially if you have been raised by a narcissist or narcissistic parents, or you have been influenced by some other narcissist in your life growing up as a child. And also you want to fix your self-talk. So if your self-talk is really negative, that you let your ego rule your life too much, your mind, because it is always a constant battle between ego and God within. So naturally you want God to win. You want love and peace and balance to win, not ego. So you want to fix your self-talk. You want to focus on healing your self-talk as well. You want to tell yourself good things. Use affirmations like, I am enough, I am confident, I am beautiful, I am abundant, I am safe, I am wealthy. You know, whatever you want to be, whatever you want to feel like, affirm it every single day. I really recommend doing the morning routine, and of course before bedtime as well. I just love my, personally, I just love my my calming down in the morning moments or before I go to bed. I do yin yoga usually nowadays. Meditation is very, very awesome. So, you know, pay attention to these things because your inner child wants only happiness for you. They want only your well-being. Your inner child loves you so much. But now it is your job as an adult to acknowledge your inner child and to be healing them. It is your responsibility. So change your self-talk as well. Stop being too hard on yourself. Tell yourself good things. Tell yourself that you deserve the best in this life. No matter what happens to you, you are an amazing being. You are a light in this world. Remember these things. Pay attention to them. And last but not least, if you are interested in working with me one-on-one online via Zoom or Instagram call, you can always DM me on Instagram, for example. I do check out my messages usually daily. Or you can send me an email to laura@laurathelightworker.com, or you can just check out my links below. you have my Linktree link there, and also my website if you go through the text below on the description box. And I've been very active lately on Facebook and a bit on Twitter as well, and on Instagram always, yeah. Also been more active here on YouTube. So don't hesitate to get in touch if you have questions. If you want to work with me, you can book my free 30-minute call so that we can chat, because everyone has their own unique life story, personality, and situation. So it is a very good way for us to get in touch so that we can honestly and authentically, with love, we can chat for 30 minutes and I can tell you, like, what do I think about your situation, how I could help you, and you know, we can move on from there. So if you feel that you need someone to listen and guide you and understand you to help you move forward on your healing path, do not hesitate to get in touch. And so, as always, much love and light. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me your comments below if you have some lovely, nice, positive comments. I always love to have love from you guys. I love you so much. I send you all the best. Take care of yourself. Heal your inner child. And namaste.